Oh, I remain unbeaten in this top. Guys, I'll be honest, in the next, between now and the end of the season, this top is staying on, man. Oh my god, that was challenging. To be honest, before the before the start of the game, I was saying this Everton team, yeah, are stubborn, man. Like, I think when we played Brentford, I looked at the next couple fixtures and I saw Everton and I was like, oh god. I was like, Everton, people are overlooking Everton, man. Like, they are not an easy team to beat. But yeah, it was going to be a close game. I kind of predicted 1-0. And large parts of that was looking like that. But yeah, let's start with the lineup. Same old, same old. It was a shame that Timber went off. But I think I even said this at Chelsea. Mosquera should have come on after that game, because I said in a lot of match reactions that Timber looks jaded. Timber looks like he needs a break. He needs a break because his legs it doesn't look it. And I know a lot of fans are complaining about him being in their pocket. I think he's technically secure enough to play in that pocket. And I have no issue with him playing in that pocket because he can sort his feet. His feet are good enough to play in that pocket. The issue is that he, attacking wise, he doesn't offer as much as Ben. And this is why the conversation between Ben or Timber would just keep resurfacing over and over again, because Timber is a better footballer, but Ben White offers something in attack that we don't get on that side, and it's been that for a while. Like, you'd have to go back to flipping Sanya days. Like, that's how far back you have to go in terms of just having an attacking fullback. Maybe Bellerin, but he was like for like a season and then kapoosh, his legs went. So he went off. Shock. Be interesting to see if he plays against Leverkusen. I don't think we need to play him against Leverkusen. I think you can get away with playing Mosquera there or Ben, and it would be interesting to see how that kind of game goes apart from that. But aside from that, I think we started really, really well, and I was quite surprised because my main critic, and a lot of fans, Arsenal fans' main critic is that in a lot of games we're too passive, we're very slow, very lethargic, and we started really well. I think in the first half we had 3 very, very good opportunities to score. The Madueke chance from when they went short on the corner and he cut in, albeit it's on his weaker side, we'll get to him in a minute. He should have scored. Saka had a chance in that first half as well, where he was in the box and he kind of he sliced the shot, and now obviously when wayward. And then we had, what was the other chance? Oh, the Calafiori. Zubamendi plays the ball onto him and he kind of slices it. We had 3 really good chances to put the game to bed there. And in games like this, you kind of have to take your chance when it comes, because if you don't take your chance when it comes, it's a long, long, long evening. Because you saw what happened in that second half. The game is going on 80, 85, 86 minutes. Nothing is happening. You're thinking, boy, it's going to be one of these ones again. And for as much chances that we had, Everton equally had enough chances to even go ahead in that first half. You're thinking Dwight McNeil, you're thinking that cross from Idrissa Gueye, and also he's a player, man. In the summer, we should be looking at Idrissa Gueye, man. Sorry, not Idrissa Gueye, Iliman Ndiaye. God, Iliman Ndiaye, man, what a player. That ball he crossed in from the left side, went over Raya, and then what a block as well by Calafiori. That block in that first half, flip. That's one of those like title-winning blocks that won't get spoken about, because if he doesn't even try and gamble and throw his foot there, that's a different game altogether. So what a player, and what a block as well. But yeah, the overall quality in the first half was a bit lackluster. Apart from those chances, Madueke on that left side, I'm not a fan of it. If you're gonna put a player that's opposite foot on that side, they have to be comfortable going down the outside. The whole point and the whole premise for me of playing a left-footed player, essentially playing a left-footed player on that left side, an attacking left-footed player on that left side, is that he needs to be comfortable going down on the outside, because ultimately when he goes down the outside, he can pull in that cross, he can pull in that outswinger every time. But there were so many times that Noni didn't even do that. He goes on the inside and it just looks mad awkward. And to be fair, that kind of is where that first chance came in. But in a lot of that first half, he just wasn't going down the outside, because I'm thinking the whole premise of you being on that side is for you not to do the same very thing that you do on the other side. You're meant to go down the outside, and he kind of gave, I think, was it James Garner? Yeah, I think it was James Garner, and I believe Dwight McNeil, such an easy time on that side, because they know you're left-footed. They know every time you're gonna go on the inside. Very few times did he even go down the outside. And I'm trying to think, did he ever go down on the outside? I don't think he did. So you're kind of pointless on that side. And then you flip on the other side. Saka, yeah, he's not impacting games. And guys, I don't want to be the one to pocket watch or do this penny pinching. But let's be honest, this guy is on 300 buff. Yeah, 300 buff, 300k, 3-0. You need to be winning us games fast. Like, we're in 4 competitions. He needs to step up, because you got a kid that Max Dowman that comes on, albeit its impact, and we'll start to see, his true potential when he starts to start games. I still think his finishing his finishing needs a lot of work. Even in that Mansfield game, he had a few chances where he could have got on the score sheet, and it's the same in that second half as well. There's a chance where the ball came to him. It's just place it, just guide the ball, and he kind of just ballooned it and it went over the bar. There's so many opportunities and so many opportunities where he needs to kind of just slow down a little bit and just guide your shooting. But going back to Saka, yeah, you're not doing enough for me, and you're not doing enough for me fast. Like, guys, again, he's on 300 buff, 300k, 300k, bro. I'm not sure if that's after tax, before tax. Either way, you need to be winning us games, because this better not be a Aubameyang situation again, or a Ozil situation where the moment they enter that big boy contract, the performance start to drop, and then you're starting to see performances of players of like Martinelli. Martinelli shouldn't even be on the kind of money he's on, but I'm getting Martinelli performances from Saka, just with a bit more security on the ball. No, you need to be winning us games now. Like, you're the big boy player now. You've got the armband. The game needed you to come alive, and time after time again, you're not. I thought Eze was lively today. He got on the ball a lot and tried to make things work. Havertz, again, it was a penalty, but I feel like our players take 8 business days to take a shot from outside the box. Like, why do we take so long shooting? Just shoot. Like, Everton looks so dangerous in large parts in few spells of that first half and in the second half, not because they were cutting through and getting in behind into our box, but they were just what's the word? They were just grenading shots. Like, every that shot that came off the bar or the post from Dwight McNeil. Where's our player to do that? Like, why are we not taking shots? Like Havertz, there was a chance, I can't exactly name the scenario, but there's a chance he had in that first half where he got the ball from the edge of the box. Just pop the shot. As it was doing it, and albeit the one in the corner, those kind of things we just have to kind of gamble, and we weren't doing that in that first half. And when you go into that second half, it becomes long. That second half, to me, goes quicker than the first, because every chance you sky or you miss, it just feels like Everton were holding onto that ball a bit longer. And that could have been a very awkward game because, to be fair, it was an awkward game because we went, 88 minutes without scoring, and you can see the mood in the Emirates start to just go down. And guys, we've seen this before. Like, the mood at the Emirates is very temperamental, and I'm not even blaming the Arsenal fans, and I'm not blaming the Arsenal fans even on the ground, because we haven't won a league title for 21 years, guys, 22 years. There's a very large it's a large generation of Arsenal fans who are not even old enough to see Arsenal win a Premier League title. So the relationship between the fans and the players goes hand in hand. You have to give us good performances for us to uplift you. We can't do the uplifting and then the performances are like this. Like, you can't be getting the ball on the edge of the box and just dancing around and not popping the shot, because you gambled. You've done a percentage thing in that with Max Dowman looping the ball in. I don't know what's his name. God, I don't know what Pickford was doing for that first goal, but those kind of things you just kind of need to just, sometimes you create your own luck, and we did it in that game. But Eze, I feel like, was the only guy that was just comfortable launching grenades, just keep launching them, and eventually something will come of it. Albeit those 2 goals we scored didn't come from our constant peer pressure on the ball. We got there in the end, and that's all that matters. One thing I would say is the attack needs to click at like a 5 or 10% at least minimum, guys. We're on 31 games, so 7 games left. We need this attack to click now. Click is the wrong word, because the truth is it's not going to happen. We need this attack to just give us that extra 2-3%. Just give us that 2-3% in the final marathon, in the final hurdle. There's 7 games left. You're now on to single figures in terms of games remaining. 7 games. Pressure on City now. Let's see what they're made of against West Ham. That's not an easy game, albeit that West Ham are fighting for relegation, and City should win, but we've done our bit, and it's about just that dressing room morale. Win the games and just keep going forward, and that's all we need. Overall, we played well in the first half. In the first 20-25, we played well. Should have been a penalty. He clipped him. I agree, it should have been. But equally, when we played them at their Dickinson, whatever the hell that stadium is called, they should have had a penalty on Saliba's challenge. So I guess I always say this about VAR. Over the course of a season, it evens itself out. So in terms of bad decisions, we get some, we lose some. You win some, you lose some, as the old saying goes. So good performance in the first 20-25 minutes. It got a bit nerve-wracking towards the back end of that second half, and we started to just be a bit lazy with some of our touches. Martinelli, again, I'm not going to get onto this guy anyway. In the summer, he should definitely be on the chopping board in the summer, because boy, he cannot for the life of me beat his man. Everton, I actually remember Everton had a few chances. They had that ball from the edge of the box, a crossing from the edge of the box, where it kind of reminded you of the Sunderland thing, where the ball comes in, Raya comes to try and grab it, and it just goes either way of him, and you're thinking, flip. There's so many times when Everton had that opportunity, and you're thinking, oh, you're doing this. That's what you're just doing this. Your heart is dropping. So. Anyways, not good performance. Good result. Okay-ish performance in parts. We just have to keep moving. We got Leverkusen in the second leg. We should take that home now. I saw they drew against Bayern Munich, but also just have to keep the performances going. 7 games, 7 finals.